Good morning, everyone. Hold everything. Get our music going. Now we're home. When you hear the tea music go, that means you're officially home. All right? No more road tea for a couple of months. But we'll be back out there. We'll be back out there because it's a huge, big thing that you got to do. You got to do it. Got to grow. Good morning, everyone. What's great about this picture, I should say, let me put it the other way. What's not so great about this picture is the missing people. We have another group at least this big. If anybody has pictures that they want Pops to post on his page, the Detroit Mush Lab 1, the numeral 1 on IG, send me your pictures from the Mush Fest and I will happily post them. Okay? Pictures from the Mush Fest. Send them to Pops if you feel like it. I see some of you are posting some great pictures you took out there. Thank you for doing that. Let's keep showing pictures this week of the Mush Fest. Okay? Now, before we get started for today, before we get today started, let's just go ahead and look at our training video. We have a training video sent in by Free the Ancient Ones. Free thought it was going to be important to those of us that are going to be barbecuing soon before winter hits. If we're going to be barbecuing, okay? Kim, send me any videos. I mean, certainly I'm sure you guys want to post them on your pages. But if there's anything you want me to post on my page, send it on over and I'll posty McPosterton it. Hey, so Free sent me a training video, all right? So this training video is for those of you that, let's admit it, some of us, when we go to a barbecue, like things to be made easy for us, okay? So Free has come up with a video to help us get that done. So let's check that out. One more time. My Pops is going to set one of these up in the backyard. I'm setting this up. Eggs. Done. Oh, jeez, Nip. No hot dog water. The music is killing it, too. All right. Oh, Free. I watched that video like 8 times last night. What is it with us and hot dogs? I don't know, man. Hold on. So Free, that was so freaking funny. It's officially funny. Who does that? Hey, everybody. Good morning. We're going to talk about Mush Fest again. You gave me permission. I need pictures. Easy drive home yesterday. Easy drive home. I felt almost transported. It was beautiful, easy drive. The best driver in the house, the easiest passenger I've ever had, is Ruff. You should see Ruffy. He's the easiest thing. What? Mark Zimmerman, I'm clean, no drugs for 30 days. Congratulations, Mark Z. If we had chips, we'd give you one. If we had chips, we'd give you one. Before we get started, real quick, it's all over the news. Darn it. It's all over the news. Who heard about the pilot? Who heard about the pilot? Boy, he's not helping the mushroom community very much, is he? You know what they're not telling you is how much he took. That's what they're not telling you. They're also not saying, if you'll notice what they're saying is, he took them 40 hours ago. They didn't say he's still feeling the effects of them. Sounds like he was a wreck in the first place, and he was trying to take those as something. It's not a very good... So let me just say, if you're a pilot, I would advise, don't try hero dosing a couple days before one of your flights. Okay? Rusty, I agree. The whole thing, it pisses me off. He took magic mushroom. Stop calling him magic. Anyways. And guess what's going to happen in our advancing the medicinal use of psilocybin? We're going to get incidences like this, where it gets represented in lights that aren't actually correct. So what we do is just keep pushing forward and understand we're not even close to having the facts of that. We're just hearing a dog whistle. They just blew a dog whistle. Magic mushroom! Weird pilot. There's a whole lot of missing information in there. And so when your friends tell you, like one of my sisters is going to call me, I can guarantee it. See, I told you. And I'm going to tell her, you know what, sis? There's a lot of missing information in there. So let's hold up. So I won't keep beating that horse, but that would be my suggestion to those of you. There's a whole lot of misinformation. And I don't think that 40 hours ago, a man that took mushrooms, that the mushrooms made him want to crash an airplane. It's not how they work, okay? And those that have used them therapeutically know that. That's not how they work, okay? Get some more likes up here. 57 people here, 28 likes. Let's go. Get me some more. Okay. So, one thing that we didn't, well, there's many things. Here's another thing that we have to think about. We had a fun-filled weekend. It was one of our better Mush Fests. I'll tell you one of the reasons why. On the way home, Brock and I dissecting things, and there wasn't a single negative incident that I witnessed, took part of, heard about, anything. There wasn't a scratchy voice to another scratchy voice. There wasn't an upsetness. We had one previous Mush Fest that was marred with some emotions. This one did not. It was smooth. And we're talking after a takeoff. And we talked about the takeoff yesterday where we all started out in hot dog rooms. This one, there was no fights, no drama, no gossipy. It was as pure a get-together of friends as I've ever experienced. We've done it a couple times just as well here and in Tennessee, but this one was just extraordinary. It was absolutely extraordinary. It was at every level. Almost every single person was, how can I help you have a better time here? And I got to thinking about it too, Niffy. Have you ever laughed so much lately? Did you feel like you were hanging out with your high school friends? Did you feel like you were hanging out with friends from, like, I mean, that you had grown up with? And who gets the opportunity to do that and sit around? And I'm talking about laugh for hours on end, all on end. And yeah, let's remember, we weren't charging anybody for any of this experience. If you got up there, we found a spot for you. If you got up there, boy, was this dose counter was off the chain. It used to be, Laura, you were comfortable. I can't wait to talk about you. I got all kinds of Lori Devine stories. The dose counters are getting off the chain. The first dose counter was the very first one back in the day. Pops laid a few things out. Take whatever you want. Now, all of you guys are bringing piles of stuff. One guy, listen to this. You know what was on the dose counter? Slinky. Guess what was on the dose counter? A 500-watt grow light. What? Somebody dropped a grow light. Who did that? Help me. Who put a grow light on the... There was a box. We open up the box. What's in there? There's a grow light in there. Somebody took home a grow light. There was so much goodies. It was incredible. Okay, who put the grow light out there? Somebody, like, we couldn't decide. Is this supposed to be given away? This looks like, it wasn't like a cheap grow light. It was a nice one. It was amazing. The spirit and the attitude of the box of LC was ridiculous. The spirit on this Mush Fest was extraordinary. So we're going to talk a little bit about that. We have to talk about one other thing, though, Mush Fest in general. In general. Let me ask you guys a quick question. When we are, and this is a fact, let's just be mature adults talking to adults. I know, Free, the box popped up later. There's a missing, thank you, Kim. There's a missing donut grinder. It's a weed grinder with a donut on it. That was accidentally somebody, it's not unusual. Everything there seems free. That grinder belongs to Carlotta, and she didn't mean it to be given away. So if somebody accidentally grabbed that grinder, weed grinder with a donut on it, either send that to me or send that to Sandy, and we'll make sure Carlotta gets that back. She deserves to have her little grinder. Okay, and you don't have to tell who did it. Just send it. We don't care. Everything looked like it was free. I'm surprised someone didn't take Pop's lab coat. Yeah, I thought someone was going to take my lab coat. All right. Penny's like, I didn't do it. Penny, you didn't do anything wrong the whole weekend. Okay. So, anyways, that's a word out there for that. Let me ask you guys, adult to adult. Adult to adult. Is what we do at Mush Fest legal? Yes or no? The things that we do there. Adult to adult. See, children will blow it off. Blah, blah. Adult to adult. Is what we do, they're legal. I'm disappointed in your answers right now. I didn't ask it is I'm not asking morally or ethically. I'm asking about legal. Thank you, Higgs. That's the first adult answer so far. And then Anthony. If you guys can't answer this question with integrity and as an adult with integrity, we're going to have a problem. Niffy, thank you. The answer is no. It is absolutely not. Are we having fun? Should it be? I mean, we could go 100 different places with this answer, but that's not the question. The question is it legal? And the answer is it's not. And if we're not approaching these situations knowing that, with that very well in our head, we're setting ourselves up to get in a whole lot of trouble. We're approaching it like children. I don't know any state that it would be legal what we did at Mush Fest, what we do at Mush Fest. There's no state. Even Oregon. Even the ones that are decriminalizing and stuff. There's stuff going on at the Mush Fest that's not legal. You get to Tennessee, and it's even worse because even the weed's illegal. They don't even have recreational marijuana. You can't even go. Can you smoke weed in Tennessee with a medical card? Who knows the answer? Can you smoke weed in Tennessee with a medical card? I'm going somewhere with this answer. There's not even medical cards. The answer is no. There's not even medical. There's no recreational. So already right there, you bring a joint to Mush Fest in Tennessee, and it's illegal. And then we're all sitting around acting like, oh, there was more than a joint at this party. There was, thank God, Bridgie didn't come. Bridgie brings pounds, and I mean, we love it. I don't mean thank God he didn't come. I'm just saying. You guys should know Pops faces these issues head on. I don't pretend. Every single person driving to the Mush Fest or leaving with a dose counter full of stuff is rolling dirty. And we have to know that. If we don't, we're children looking to go to jail. What care do we take for this kind of stuff? What would happen? Let's just think about it. What would happen if somebody felt like it? Who would go to jail if the police came in at Mush Fest? Look at Free. Who would go? Well, I can guarantee you the person's name on the lease. I can guarantee you. Whoever's name is on the lease is definitely going. In our case on Saturday, they would have had to bring 3 buses. Yeah, Higgs, the person's name on the lease first. This is important, this funny, it's ha-ha, until we realize it's not. In our case, for the 30, 40 people on a Saturday night At midnight, I'm going to tell the story. Saturday night at midnight, they would have had to bring 3 buses up the mountain. You guys, I showed a picture of down up the mountain, down the mountain. Would you guys please understand the seriousness of this? We have fun. We have a great time. We do wonderful things for one another and other people that weren't there. But we have to be adult too. Saturday, the universe was looking out for us. It really was. Picture this. So we get a cabin, beautiful cabin up in the woods. Who knew that the guy in the cabin next to us is a district attorney in the state of Tennessee? Did you hear what I just said? He's a district attorney in the state of Tennessee. Mm-hmm. You don't know who your neighbor is when you go to a Mush Fest, do you? You're not really sure. Who's living next to who's party, who's... It was midnight. It was midnight. The police knock. My hair went straight up. I'm in the other side of the house. I hear it. And I'm like, that's a cop knock. I got to get to the front door. That's a cop knock. I get to the door. I think Carlotta was there and one other person. I'm shoving everybody back. People are trying to come out of the, hey, the cops are here. Hey, let's make it all. I'm like, close the door. Get the door closed. And there's a cop. And this guy was a mountain of a man. If you've ever seen, this guy looked like Rufus T. Sheriff from the Haulers of Tennessee. Okay? This guy was big. He's a professional wrestler. I mean, big boy. Flat top. I mean, this guy is he could arrest 7 people at one time. He couldn't have looked scarier as a cop in my whole life. I mean, this guy's, Pops is going to jail. Someone's going to go. And then I'm standing there on the front porch. Stay in the house, kids. Well, I'm here because of the noise. And, okay, we're about 2.5 miles up from a golf course, up the mountain, okay? This guy, first of all, he goes, and before you say anything, to me, he told me this. Before you say anything, I don't want you to lie to the policeman. Bob's just sitting there, oh, what lie was I getting ready to tell? I forget, but I'm not going to tell it now. Don't say anything. And he points at his badge. And he goes, I'm still one of these. This guy, let me tell you, at the end of the day, this guy was as cool as you could ever be. This cop, I want to write to his boss and tell him what a cool guy he was, except I might get him in trouble. He goes, before you say anything, yeah, Jesus, put some pants on. He points at this, his badge. He goes, I'm still one of these. And he goes, and goes, if you're experimenting with anything, and then he points at his nose. Because if you're experimenting with anything, I suggest you stop. Because I'm here for the noise. But when I hit the golf course 2.5 miles down, because I could smell a trail all the way up the mountain. The house looked like a charcoal. There's smoke coming out every fissure in your house, sir. So don't say anything. But you want to get rid of the smell. The guy next door is the guy that called me. He's the district attorney of Tennessee. I'm standing there. I so wanted to lie. What? We're not doing anything, sir. There are beer bottles up and down on the railing. It's just so. Do me a favor. Do yourselves a favor, and I also need you to move the cars. Our cars, it was hard to park. We had cars parked everywhere. Up the street, down the street, in and out. I mean, we weren't blocking traffic, but he had a reason. He had to make us move our cars. And now he's worried about who's going to move the car. He's checking out, like, making sure you're not too drunk to be a car mover. 3 or 4 people volunteer to go move cars. And he waits until the car, he goes, and, okay, sir, promise we're going to move the cars. Don't worry, we're going to move the car. He goes, I have to wait here until all the cars are moved. So he does. Now, mind you, this was midnight. Midnight. We've just gotten away with, if this guy had come in the house, no matter how cool he is, if he'd have seen, no matter how cool he is, good morning, Jonathan K. It wasn't everybody was parking like that. It's not you, bro. If he'd have come in the house, now see, he thought he was doing us a big solid by letting us go with this. Would he have done the same if he'd have seen a mushroom? Would he have done the same if he'd have seen a mushroom? My bet is no. And I don't think it would have been because he's not cool. It was because he would have walked in and seen a frickin' not just one mushroom. He would have walked in and seen a dose table. Remember what's on the dose table? Even the liquid cultures, they'd be looking at liquid culture syringes going, these guys are shooting this shit up. You're talking a dog hair away from trouble. Big trouble. Certainly for myself, Sandy and Carlotta, and probably anyone else that was even, I mean, you guys would have been doing the, RX would have been doing over the rail run. You guys have to understand how close we came. And how when we do this stuff, we are on our edges. We're all having fun and we're all having a good time. That's good. But don't you think in the future, somewhere around 10 o'clock, we should start lowering the volume of the place? Let's do that in the future. Here's what happened. He says to me right before he leaves, he goes, I really don't want to have to come back. Well, sir, absolutely. I mean, I'm popsing him up one end and down the other. And thanking him. Appreciating, like, the decency of him. I mean, this man was a good guy. He could have turned this thing into, he could have had the bust of his life. of his career. He could be a sergeant today. So what did we do? Let me ask you, some of the people that weren't there, do you think that we stopped at noon? Do you think we calmed down? Do you think we said, okay, let's, all right, whoa, boy, are we lucky? Did we do that, or what did we do?
You gotta fight for your right
To party up until 10 o'clock at night. Oh, Scott, it went 3 notches higher. Can you believe that, Jolie? Can you believe this group of weirdo mushroom heads decided, you know what we should do now? We should get louder. Pops is walking around like frustrated. I'm like, and I don't want to be a party buzzer. And I don't want to kill the buzz, but I'm inside. I'm going, you guys don't get how loud you still are. We're still too. So now it's like 12:30. Would you guys please bring the volume down? We just got away with murder. There's still a blood trail down to the golf course. It took a little bit of I had to have a Pops moment at 1 o'clock. That's it. Go to bed, kids. I had to holler at the kids to go to bed. I hated it. So let's do this in the future. Let's be really responsible by after 10 o'clock. Let's keep ourselves from being in such an opportunity to get in so much trouble. And I can't even imagine that the district attorney is like, the cops just came and it's getting louder and louder. And this guy was probably 1 second away from pushing the button. Okay? So in the future, let's be responsible after 10 o'clock, after 12, after the cops come. We can do better. And we'll always need to be aware. We always need to be aware that what we're doing is really stretching limits. Okay? And we did get lucky, but we also, I'll tell you one thing. This is the truth, and I believe this from the bottom of my heart. The cop felt the goodness. He didn't get up there and think, oh, this is some kind of a slimy-wimey group, and they're up to no good in there. He felt, and I'm telling you, every single person that he dealt with was just, yes, sir, just filled with, you know when someone means the right thing, even if they made a mistake. They're like, okay, I'll fix it. Okay? That's what he was feeling. He was feeling that, sir, we made a mistake here. Give me a chance, we'll fix this right away. And the energy of the universe will save you lots of times, and then other times, there's energies that are bigger than that. If he was having a bad day or an evil, or whatever, it could have been a completely different story. But he was respected, he was taken care of. So I know that he felt good about what he did. And the last thing he wants to do is arrest a bunch of out-of-staters for a marijuana charge. But I don't think he would have had a problem for shroomage. Okay? So let's be always careful. Let's always be on our guard. Let's be adults. When I first started out and said what we were doing there, and I would say 60-70% of you answered, well, it's none of their business. Well, maybe. Well, it depends. Well, the answer is a flat out what Haig said. No. What we're doing, no. Now approach it with dignity and honesty, and do whatever you feel to do from that perspective. Okay? Oh yeah, Mark, we had a great time. We got scammed. We had hot dog rooms. We had cops. We had it was the best Mush Fest ever. Second, third best. Okay, so that's Popsy being a pops, being an old man. Oh, and we had bears too, Queenie. Okay, Matt was there. I'm gonna go talk about a few people for the rest of the week. Thank you, Sharon. What Sharon just said. Thank you. What Sharon just said. Be respectful when you're invited to an event so you don't ruin everyone's good time. That really sounds good. And don't forget, this is another thing you got to remember. Someone else's name is on the line. We're putting other people at risk. It's not, especially if you didn't sign the lease. You want to be the guy that respects the lease signer, right? They're the person that's got the basic risk for the whole situation. We met Matt there. Matt was, I'm going to say this about everybody, but eventually probably, but what a sweet, sweet human being. Matt's relatively new with us. It was our first Mush Fest that he came to, and he brought his lovely, lovely wife, Sam. I'll admit out loud, I didn't get much of a chance to talk with Sam. I don't know why. She's very much on the quiet side. Hold on one second. So this is Matt. And this is his wife, Sam. Okay? To give you guys a visual. If I have a visual of the people I'm talking about, I'll try to... Who wants me to show you pictures if I talk about them? Who wants their picture shown? Who says, don't show my picture? Okay? It's kind of just nice to see who we're talking about. But Matt, okay, so I'm going to admit this out loud. Let's just Pops, he doesn't, I don't, who thinks Pops holds back his words very much? I don't. I say what I think. But I try not to hurt people's feelings. And I hope this doesn't hurt Matt. He's a big guy. He's big. Heavy. Really big. And here's where he is. You know how big he's the kind of big that's too big. Not healthy. Time to bring in some physical fitness issue. And I'm not speaking out of school about Matt. I'm speaking to him. And I did too there. And he back to me. And my whole point on this is we all have things to work on. And when we have friends that we can talk to about it, and that'll support us in the process without bullshitting us, tell us the truth, that's the friend you want to walk through therapy and healing with. Matt's too big. And he's going to fix it. He's going to get to work on it. And you know one of the reasons that he can do it? Matt's so shy because of his size that he can't go out and do things. That makes me so sad. My mom was heavy, real heavy. And it's debilitating to people. They can't go out, they're shamed. There's nothing wrong, they're not wrong. And they feel ashamed, because the billboards don't look like them. That's not what that's not what Arnold Schwarzenegger looks like. I'm sorry. You know, it's difficult. And once you get the weight on to get it off, try dropping 5. Now know that you got to drop the hundy. And then you look at a guy, can't do it. I can't even do 5. And then, so what do? You add 5 instead. Don't kid yourself. Do you know some of you here, and we all know people that have that exact struggle. Matt says, I changed my job. I became a truck driver. I wasn't always this big, Pops. But when I got a new job, I sit in my truck all day long and I eat as I drive. We might have to be getting Matt a new job. We might have to, these are the decisions we make. We might have to get a new job. Because you can't, if that job's hurting you, you can't keep it. He's got a little teeny wisp of a wife. Adores him. Matt, your kindness and sweetness overwhelmed me. Your strength of character, your willingness to get in a car and drive hours and hours and hours and expose yourself to a group of people you had never, ever, ever even met before. I am awestruck by your courage. I'm not saying that as a bullshit. I am awestruck. I couldn't do it. Not till I finished the gym. See you in 3 years. And then you know you never would. I'm telling you guys. Matt has more bravery in his baby finger than the handsome guy that shows up at the club. And we need you to hear that, Matt. We also need you to lose weight. For your sake. But you already know that. What you didn't know until Mush Fest was how many people care about you. You didn't have that many before you joined the T Crew. I wish I'd have had a more chance to talk to your wife so I could talk about her too. I just knew she was lovely, smiled for days, and clearly likes you. I mean, clearly loves her husband. And I love you too. And Matt needs to know Cleany thinks. You reach out anytime, Matt. You're struggling this, that. You need a ear. You need a hand with this or that. You have to continue to be brave. And sometimes people that need to lose a little bit of weight and get in better shape, you don't always have to join a Weight Watchers club. Sometimes those guys they glorify the losing the weight part. Let's not worry about that part. Let's worry about getting healthy part. Good morning to Leo. Leo, brand new. Leo, good morning. Thank you for being here, Leo. Right, Hags? Please don't ever feel like you can't be around us for being heavy. Don't ever feel that way. We've had a couple of other situations like that. Good morning to Leo. Thank you, everyone, for saying good morning to Leo. Okay? I know it's Happy Dirt saying, I'm a trucker. I know the struggle, man. It is. That's a tough job to stay in shape. What trucker goes to the gym for an hour and a half in the morning and then doesn't eat anything but celery all day on the road? Not very many. Okay? Matt, it's the same. I could count on one hand, my friends. Now, you got 18,000 of them. Okay? So thank you, Matt, for letting me talk about you in an honest, open way. You need to know that how Pops feels about you and your wife. I'm going to talk about another guy. This guy. This guy right here. Boop. Penny, that's funny. So who I just showed you is Corey. That's Corey. Shy introvert. First of all, every time I see his name, I like it. His tag name, Shy. But it's actually High. High introvert. I think it's very creative, Corey. Corey's a veteran. Corey served in overseas, a couple of tours of combat duty overseas. Some of us didn't know that. Well, thank you for your service, Corey. Less than 5% of American men have been in the service. Even less than that have actually served overseas. Corey's been hanging around with the T group for 2 or 3 years now. Corey, I personally, well, I find everybody handsome, but I find Corey very handsome. Corey's been working on a beard. He's coming up with this cool beard since the last time we saw him 6 months ago. But let me tell you guys Corey's real claim to fame. Okay? Sharon, Ronnie was in Vietnam, was he? Really? Thank you for that, Ronnie. I just missed Vietnam. Just missed. Corey's claim to fame in the T crew is, I hate to admit it. Okay, wait, let me find it. One second. Corey's claim to fame. Who knows? Who knows the answer? What does Corey bring to every Mush Fest? Oops. What does Corey bring to every Mush Fest? Alan, the dabber blue thing, the dab machine. This thing. This dab machine. The dab rig. Everyone knows Corey brings the dab rig. Now, the dab rig looks like it's worth, probably cost, I'm not joking, $190, $189 at a smoke shop. Might be more. This thing's a machine, okay? It takes certain technique and certain way to use it. What we found out after Corey left was he's the only one on the planet that knows how to use it. That's what we found out, Roy. There's only one person that's actually certified, I don't know on the planet, but certainly in the Mush Fest group. There's only one person with the certification to actually use the thing. Let me explain. I love Corey so much. And he was an absolute sweet man, a sweet guy. You know what Corey does too? Corey brings extra air mattresses with him. He doesn't need them, but he's got an extra air mattress just in case. And guess what, Corey? We forgot to give you back one of your air mattresses. So we have a 2-person air mattress that got left behind, Shy's. And you know when you try to refold an air mattress, who could put it back in the original box? Has anybody ever been able to put an air mattress back in the original box before? You know, once you take it out, blow it up with air, take the air out. Never. You know darn good and well when you fold them back up, it's impossible, Hags. Okay, somebody in Copperfield did it. Everybody knows he can't. Maybe Gasly says he did. Okay, Gasly, you're one in a million. You should be working for the air mattress factory because there's no way. Those things, by the time you get all the air out, you do whatever you can to make that thing compact. It's still the size of a small VW. Okay, a double. It's still the size of a small VW. Okay, and it'll barely fit in the sack that it came with it. So I don't know how they do it. They get it to you and it's a box. Oh, there's an air mattress, double. When you try to roll it back up, forget about it. So here's the bottom line, Corey. It's too big to ship. Can't do it. There's no way. We're not shipping it back. So here's what I'm going to suggest. We're going to leave it in the Mush Fest group. Your tent. Your tent. Your mattress. Tent's the same thing, Anthony. Okay, even if you suck the air out, Hawks, you're not doing it. We tried. We sucked air out. Trust us. So that's going to be an official Mush Fest mattress. We'll be bringing it to Mush Fests. And I'm going to send Corey a little something to buy it from him. Make it worth his while. So, Corey, you lost a mattress. The group now owns one. It's our first community item that we've owned together. It's kind of appropriate. It's a double air mattress. And I don't know who's sleeping on it in the next Mush Fest, but it'll be there. And Corey, I'll make it up to you, send you something, and it'll be worth at least the value of a double air mattress. Okay? And I got cots too, Kim. Beautiful cots that you had given us. So Corey, you're getting we own the mattress now. All right? We own the mattress, and I'm sending you a payment. Back to the dab rig. So not only does he bring extra mattresses, it's community property now, Gypsy. Officially, this will be a question someday on the Pops Trivia game. Okay, what was the first piece of community property that the T Crew ever had? All right, that's gonna be a question on Pops Trivia someday. All right. You guys keep track of these questions because we're going to have a Pops Trivia Day, a Pops Trivia show. All right? We got boots, too. We have boots for anyone with a 10.5 foot. You guys, this Mush Fest, you left a lot of stuff. We have jackets, shirts. Carrie, Gypsy, how did Carrie leave a pair of pants? She left a pair of pants. Carrie left a pair of pants. Now, mind you, I didn't see her heading to the airport. And then they left early. They left like 4 o'clock in the morning. But Carrie, how are you looking, doll? Carrie writes, I need my pants. I hope she had more than one pair. I've never left pants. Okay. I was going to commandeer them for Mush Fest property, community property, but Carrie's so small. She's size 0, Gypsy. She's so tiny and cute. She's a teeny little thing. We'll talk about her. Okay. No pants. Free. What are you thinking? You gotta grab your girl's pants. Gosh, darn it. Did you guys at least cover up with a blanket on the airplane? What was going on there? Okay. All right. Corey, look at all the girls are laughing. Like they know. Poor Carrie. Much mouth. Oh, Mushy, I'm just, I'll talk to you. Gary was absolutely one of my favorites too, Nip. Everybody was, but sorry it took them long. She was supposed to put him back on. Gary says it made it easier for the airport screening. Oh my goodness. No wonder your Uber driver canceled. He pulled up, you said, oh, hell no, I'm taking that to the airport. Uber driver canceled. Gosh, that was hilarious. No, we left a lot of gear there. Gary, that was the most surprising, though. I was surprised. Yeah. Gary and Free got the loft. They had like the coolest room in the whole house, to be honest with you. Gary, the guy just kept on driving. Yeah, your Uber driver left you guys behind. Actually, it's true. Their Uber driver, 15 minutes before he's supposed to arrive there to pick up Gary and Free, Uber reaches out, we're canceling your Uber. Do you understand I gotta be at an airport? What are you talking about? I'm on the top of a mountain in Tennessee. How do you think you got to the airport? With Carrie with no pants. Sandman. Sandy and Carlotta wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning. No problem. 2-minute notice. Get in the car. Let's go. I wished I'd have seen them. They didn't hug me before they left. But they had also seen I was having a tough day the day before. So I'll talk about those two in a few more minutes, or probably tomorrow. Let's get back to real quick to Corey. Corey, my good man, a shy introvert, dab rig. First of all, Corey is he's been a veteran, a regular with the Mush Fest. I look forward to seeing him whenever we do. We IG back and forth a little bit. He's just a sincerely good guy. And he's got a beautiful family. Beautiful family, and we thank his wife for loaning him to us for the weekends when he gets to get away and hang out with us. They seem to have a very tight, nice relationship. They go to concerts together. They have dates and stuff. So it just looks beautiful, and it looks healthy enough that she says, oh, really, that's your interest too? Go hang out with your friends and bring them air mattresses if you want to. And he does, and he hasn't missed, and he's intelligent to talk with, and I really, really like Corey. I woke up Sunday morning, and Corey had left early. Didn't get a chance to say goodbye to you. So goodbye, and see you soon. And I'm looking around, and there's the blue box. And I'm like, oh, hell no. He left his dab rig. I mean, I'll drive it to the air. Where is he? I'm getting ready to grab it and either try to get it to him or I'll ship it to him. This one, you're for sure shipping, like, right away. I got to get him his dab rig. I'm starting to like, oh no, Corey. I'm freaking for Corey. Sandy comes over and goes, Pops, don't worry about it. He goes, Corey gave that to me for the Mush Fests. I go, repeat that, did you? Repeat that to me, would you please? What? He goes, oh yeah, that's a gift from Corey to us. He goes, he knows how much we like doing it. So I'll leave it behind here for you, Sandy, and then you guys bring this to all the Mush Fests. Now, I gotta tell you guys, I've got goosebumps right now. A, what a beautiful gift. B, he's giving away his identity to us. Because that really isn't his identity. Do you get it? That's really not his identity. He's so much bigger and so much more than just the guy that brings the dab thing. Or just the guy that brings the air mattresses. He's integral He's completely in. And he just wants to make sure everybody has a good time. I'm not connected to this dab rib. I don't have an emotional connection. I'm not the big shot because I bring this. I bring me. It was absolutely amazing to me. The gift is beyond just a gift. You're giving a piece of yourself. Does that make sense? Anybody could give a dab rig. I could go on Amazon right now and order one and send one to one of you. And it won't mean crap. It's just a dab rig showed up at your house. This one, oh my God. Wait till the next time you try to take a hit out of it. I wonder if you're going to get higher. Now we have a problem. Married Michael agrees. We have a problem. We don't know how to use the thing. We don't have a clue. Sunday afternoon, Sandy's like, hey, you guys, you want to take one of those hits from the dab machine? I go, heck yeah, let me get one of those. Because let me tell you, when Corey administers one, when Corey says, okay, and he hooks it all up and he drops the thing in and he lights the thing and he puts the thing over, he does this and he pulls that and he boop, boop, and this and then and then he hands it to you and he says, okay, you're ready. And you go to hit that thing, you're done. You're done. You get a hit, admit it. Who here has been dabbed out by Corey? Who's been dabbed out by him? Admit it. There was at least 10 people at the party. They were like, what happened? Oh, he took a hit from Corey's dab machine. Cleany got it. Herbie's gotten it. Sharon, not maybe this time, but you got it before. Carrie was like, can I do that 4 times in a row? I'm going to lose my pants. Penny got it. Okay. I'm telling you, when Corey puts a dab on you, it isn't just a dab. It's a dab'll do ya. Okay? And here's one of the reasons for it is because the smoke cools through the water and everything. You don't have a clue how much you're getting. And Corey's sitting there doing all these miracle stuff. And the next thing you know, you're like, is there a cop at the door? Are we loud? Okay. So Corey knows how to use the damn thing. Sandman even looks it up on the YouTube. We have 3 other people at the party. Oh, I know how to do it. I'll do it. I'll show you how. We had people looking it up. We had people, I've done that before. We had Sandman tried it. Amanda tried it. I forget who all was trying. There isn't anybody could serve a dab like Corey. The rest of us like, that was kind of nice hit, Sandy, but what? How come I'm not like wiped out this time? He's like, Sandy's starting to get frustrated because he can't deliver a hit like Corey. Who knew? Who knew that there was certain special techniques and like this and that? Who knew? One of these days, Corey, next trip, we're going to have you teach a class, a dab class, and then we're going to give out certificates to those people that you approve as being capable of mastering your technique. Okay? So we're going to give Corey to sign certificates of completion of the dab course. We need a training session. After Corey left, nobody could take a dab out of that machine anything close to how he did it. Nobody. Dr. Corey Dabs teaching the Dabs 101 class. And everybody that tried hitting the dab after Corey left knows exactly what I'm talking about. Okay? You know exactly what I'm talking about. We were like, this is nothing. This is it. No. So, when you have a skill and it shows, a skill like Corey's, it's very valuable, and then he brings tools. I have so many more people to talk about this week. There was about 40 people there altogether. We have so many back and forth, in and out. We have so many more people to talk about. We should have recorded it. Imagine if that cop had seen the machine. Oh no, sir, we're just experimenting. Would you like, this is what we're using. This thing right here. Can you imagine that? Tennessee guy, like, what? He thinks, we're probably got a couple of joints in the house, like something like, no, we have machines in here. And you have to be an expert to be able to even use it, sir. Okay? That guy right there, he's the expert, sir. If you want to take anybody with you, he's the one. If you take him out of the party, we're not going to have a party anymore. Actually, that's what we should have done. Just throw Corey under the bus. Okay? Have a great day, you guys. We've run out of time today, but there's so many more people to talk about. And I can't wait. I cannot wait. Gypsy, I love you. I wish you were there longer. I'm going to talk about you in Preston tomorrow. Okay? Pops missed that bunch of foolishness. I missed a whole bunch of foolishness because I went to bed early. I didn't go to bed early. I was sick on Saturday. You guys made Pop sick. Okay? So, I'll do a big giveaway at the end of the week, so I'm not sitting here doing giveaways during the week like this and that. I'm going to do a really big giveaway at the end of the week, and we'll do that. Tony Laughlin, real quick, I see you. I've been getting your emails and texts, but I've been on the road or super busy getting back into business, so I didn't get a chance to reply, Tony, and I'm not ignoring you, and I apologize. And I'll thank you for your beautiful letters to me and your sharing. I appreciate that. So, we doing good? Is this okay so far? Can we talk a little more about Mush Fest this week? Give me 3 or 4 people that tell me that we could talk a little more about Mush Fest and I can gossip about people in front of their backs. Okay? And tell more stories. And let's be careful let's be legal, knowing when we're doing illegal things. Let's keep our adult attitudes correct. All right? I love you guys so much. I love telling these stories because I'm talking about my friends. And you know what I'm sharing about my friends? Good things. Wonderful things. Things that I want them to hear about themselves. Okay? I want you guys to hear how beautiful you are. If you put the effort and the time to come to this Mush Fest, you're just, and even I'm not, plenty of didn't because of personal reasons, but I mean, how courageous and brave is that? It truly is. So, and I really feel like it needs to be recognized. So, would you guys go have a beautiful day? I'm going to scroll you out. And then, hey, there's going to be another Mush Fest coming up. Make up your mind to be there. Okay, this one's going to be, we're already pretty much 95% saying it's going to be in Detroit. We're going to get a place on the river and with a dock. We'll put my boat there and we'll put Captain Jeff's boat there. So we'll have some boaty, fishy stuff to do. And the cops are a little more lenient in this town, but we'll want to pay attention still. But yeah, we're looking at Detroit in April. Detroit in April. Okay, so we'll get that going. And so if you guys have plans or vacations or anything, you're only looking at a weekend. And then we did a really good job. I'll talk about it tomorrow. There were people driving down or into Mush Fest that went by and picked up other people and brought them with them. So There are rideshare ways to do this. Okay? So let's talk some more about each other tomorrow, and you guys go have a beautiful day. I'm still in an afterglow from the fest, so I miss so many of you really at a personal level. I mean, I just miss you. I wish I had more time to hang out with you. I wish I could have spent, another bowl with you, another hike, it's not enough. I want more. Okay, I miss you guys. Ghastly and Anthony and Matt and Daniel and Streety. Streety, you're one of the ones I miss. Gosh, I miss you. I didn't get a chance to really hang with my guy. And I was such a beautiful feeling with you. And Herbie and Paige. Paige, you got to get here. You're going to love it. Ask Niffer. Ask Niffer Mama if it was worth it. Marmars and CCS, please do that. CCS, you were desperately missed. Penny Pack, and I mean a lot of you were, but CCS is one of my business partners too, so I have to say something to him. Okay, Deborah and Nerdy and Tony and Married and Moms. Gotta love you, moms. Have a great day. Snaky and Ghastly and Funny. And B. Hendricks and Sharon and Roy T. And Nippy, I miss you. And Jesus Christ and Cleany, big miss. Hags. It wasn't even the same party without my guy. Coach Carmine didn't even come because you weren't going to be there, so thanks. Nah. Love you, Hags and moms. Mike and Free. And Carrie, I miss both of you all. And Tony and Jeffrey and Jolie. Jolie, we got to fly her in. Chad and Marmars and Ghastly and Jesus Christ in Australia. And Gypsy, my girl, and Eagle and Mike Baraball. And JC and Niffer. And Jimmy Max and Kim Kim. And Cleany and Justin and Deborah and Billy D and Mohammed Alomari. And Jesus Christ. And McDirt Will Skirt and Herbie. Herbie, we missed you, but you were replaced. We had someone that did a lot of talking to replace you, Herbie, and we love you. So we can't wait to see you again. Mushmouth, I'm talking to you tomorrow personally right here. I love you, Mushy. And while you are missed, we'll talk to you tomorrow, big guy. You better be here. Pennypack, Niffy, Daniel, Streety. We didn't even get a hang, did we, bro? I still got to make my Hampshire trip. Niffy, Slingy Mike, Captain Cannabinoid, Hippie Kitty, Anthony Hunt, Alan Grady, Higgs. Set those plans, bro. Sharon, seriously, we're going to definitely be doing it. I'll give you guys dates in the next few weeks. Married Michael, Happy, and Sharon. And Jesus Christ and Herbie and the Waz. And Anthony, you never had an omelet like we had this weekend, was. Herbie and Healthy Green and Paige. And Ronnie, Real and Shy. Thank you for everything, Shy. I love you, man. Michael Brown and Tiffany. Hello, kids. Those are my kids right there. Talking about them this week. Snakebite, Apes. Thank you. Jesus Christ and Hip Kitty planning on it. Daniel and Paige and Mike and Jesus and Eagle and Herbie and Jesus and Mushmouth. Please be here. Cleany, Michael and Tony. Pops, peace, love. Be kind to one another. Be careful out there. Out.